Hello YouTube friends, Togamon here. In this video I'm going to benchmark Flatout 4 on a single Radeon 7950 paired with a Core i7-860. This is a digital recording which is done on an external recorder, so what you will see in this video will be pure performance. The Core i7-860 is overclocked to 4 GHz. We saw that clearly, and it has 12 GB of memory. The graphics card is a Radeon 7950, a Gigabyte Windforce 3 model, latest Crimson driver installed, and it is also overclocked at 1.1 GHz. Now for this benchmark I'm going to use fraps to measure frame rate data, and we will see the basic result in this file and some analysis with flat at the end of the video. So let me first of all close this one and launch the game. Options first, I'm using 1080p resolution and maxed out settings as in my GTX 970 and GTX 1070 videos. The game is quite light on the GPU, so hopefully the 7950 will be able to run it decently. I'm going to use the assault mode in Val Verde from dusk till dawn, and let me reduce a little the damage modifier. No need to go full crazy, this is a benchmark. Okay, I'm starting the benchmark. Okay, they kicked my butt once again. And let's see what kind of performance we are getting from this run. 69 frames per second, quite decent performance for sure. Now regarding the frame rate, it is quite playable, above 60 frames per second for the most part. No real issues with the frame times either, they seem to be where they're supposed to be. The GPU usage is at 99%, so we don't have a CPU limit in this run. However, we can see how the CPU number 8 is maxed out, almost maxed out, while the rest of the cores are not doing much work. CPU temps are okay. It was to be expected with such low load. GPU temps also okay. 2.7 gigabytes of system RAM used. 1.1 gigahertz for the core clock and 2.5 gigabytes of video RAM usage. The same was on my other video cards. So I am not exactly sure what I should compare in this graph. I'm on my network drive, so let me no, first I need to write the GTX 970 plus i5-2500K. It was 137, crazy performance difference, and this one is the 7950 with the i7-860, sorry. So let me go to Fraps, my dear Fraps, and open the new flatout run on this system. So we have a quite big difference in performance on these two systems. The 970 was not too much CPU limited with the 2500K, I believe. That's why we did get a very nice score. But still 137 divided by 69 is a 99 performance difference. That means that the 970 was twice as fast as compared to the 7950, which is again a little weird. These two cards normally do not have such high performance delta. The 7950 was not CPU limited with the 860. We saw that clearly in the MSI Afterburner graph and throughout the run, of course, on the on-screen display. The 970 was a little more CPU limited with the 2500K, and still it produced twice the frame rate. However, the 7950 is also giving us a very decent gaming experience with these games, in this game, with a good average frame rate, not too bad variability, and the stuttering is also quite decent. Let's see the frame times. I'm going to zoom out to 60 milliseconds, and now we can study the frame times, which are surprisingly quite good. The blue frame times are consistent in their frame rate. We do not have huge spikes up and down, except these two which are outliers, not a big problem. For 16.7 milliseconds threshold, 20 frames, 20% of the frames are affected, so overall not too bad performance. We do have close to 60 frames per second. Actually, the comparable suggests that we are at 58. Very decent performance, very playable for a racing game. Frame times, most of them are below 16 milliseconds, but we do have some at 17, 18 and 19. It's not the best scenario, but it is not disastrous either. So now let's see, let's make this one, I don't know, red, and let's see the two runs, the frame times of the two runs in comparison. In terms of running length, they are very close together, and we can see that the 7950 is indeed quite slower once more compared to the GTX 970. The GTX 970 is actually distancing itself from the 7950. These two cards were supposed to be a little closer in the past, so I think I will have to do some more 7950 runs and figure this out. The frame rate is considerably higher for the GTX 970 system, but the 7950 was also producing playable frame rate. Min, max and averages, again completely different. We have twice the performance for the 970 in all measurements, min, max and average. Variability and stuttering. The variability is the one that suffers a little more for the 7950, but surprisingly it has lower stuttering compared to the 970 system. This one is affecting the comparable frame rate. The percentiles will also be 2 worlds apart, but thankfully the 970 in the blue is hovering around 6-7 milliseconds for the most part, while the 7950 is at 11 and 13 and so on. We do have twice the difference, but still a playable experience for the 7950, twice the 99th percentile again. All in all, the 970 is giving twice the performance in this game, which again is a little weird. Not the usual performance delta of these two cards. So the two comparables, let me see out of curiosity the difference of the division of the two comparables. We are now at 88%, still a huge difference. The raw frame rate of the 970 is crazy in this game. The 7950 is okay, but it could be better. I'm not sure if AMD has even seen that this game is out yet, so some driver optimizations could be coming out, but we still have some decent performance. In any case, this is the end of another video, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you on my next one.